Hello, dreamers. Petala here, as always. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So we have Cancer, Leo, Cusp. Stay in your lane this week. Stay in your lane this week. Do not try to be everyone's savior. Do not try to take other people's shit upon yourself. Do not try to be someone else's healer. Do not try to be someone else's knight in shining armor. And there is a sense here that there's somebody close to you that, and when I say this, please let's use our common sense. Obviously, like if somebody's getting beat up in front of you, I'm not telling you to allow somebody to beat the shit out of them, right? Like if you're with a friend and her man comes and starts beating her up, like you intervene, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that continuously put themselves in situation and then want somebody else to come and save them. Meaning you may have like a family member, a friend that spends their mortgage money, their card note money or whatever it is, and then they're coming to you and they're like, "Oh, can you lend me? Can you cover me?" And it's like, "Yo, what the heck did you spend your mortgage money on, your rent money or whatever it is?" And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, let's use common sense, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like there are situations that people put themselves in knowing that they're going to have to pay a consequence afterwards, and then you usually come and bail them out. And this is where spirit is telling you, you need to stop. You need to stop acting as this person's savior. You need to stop constantly saving their ass in whatever way it is. Like, allow this person to learn their lesson, because the problem here is that you continuously intervening and saving them in some shape or form, you are not allowing them to learn the lessons that they're supposed to learn. But then you are also simultaneously delaying your own progress, because the energy and the time that you're supposed to be using or saving for your own journey, you're spending and wasting on this. For every yes that you give someone, or for every yes that you give something in your life, you're saying no to something else. So you have right now been saying yes and yes and yes and yes and yes and yes to giving to other people, which then is putting you in a no when it comes to giving to yourself, when it comes to prioritizing yourself. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of like the way that it's coming in. It's like, stay in your lane, meaning make sure that you are prioritizing yourself, making sure that your rent, your mortgage is paid, your light is paid, your things are paid before you go out and help someone else. Make sure that you are mentally taken care of before you try to be someone else's therapist or someone else's venting board or whatever it is. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. This is a week for you to refocus on you. You have been giving a little bit too much of yourself. You have been feeling maybe a little bit more anxious, a little bit more annoyed, a little bit more angry. And you keep on asking yourself, like, oh, wait, why am I feeling like this? Like, are people projecting onto me? No, you're choosing to internalize other people's BS. You're using the empath, like I'm an empath card, as a way to excuse you actually doing the work that it takes to master that energy. You're not meant to be everyone's void space where everybody can come and just dump their shit on, and then you have to go ahead, excuse me, you have to go ahead and transmute that energy for them, or you have to go ahead and take care of all of this for them. That's not what you're there for. You're there to lead, you're there to guide through what? Through examples. Maybe through a little bit of advice here and there, but not taking their shit on as your own. Like, come on, babe. Let's stop that. Like, stay in your lane and learn to master yourself first before you try to help all of these people that you're trying to help. All right. Let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card for your closing message. Cancer, Leo, Cusp. Closing message. Spirit, give me one card only. One card. There we go. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeing the light, laying foundation, and divine plan. This is what Spirit wants you to bring your attention to. There is a purpose for you in this divine plan. There's a purpose for you. There's a purpose for your gifts. There is a purpose for where you are, for the lessons, for everything. But when you try to force what that purpose is, when you misunderstand the guidance that is trying to come from within, you tend to pull yourself away further away from your purpose. And The number one thing that I want to say for those of you out there that call yourself an empath is sit with yourself and allow spirit to show you what that energy is for. Because a lot of you have been using that energy to try to be other people's saviors. And we need to move out of that. We need to move out of that. We need to move out of that. That is not what it's there for. That is all that I have for you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.